we're gonna make a bacon mushroom egg casserole in our slow cooker.
All while having a whole lot of fun.
The first piece is always the most difficult.
It's always, ow! Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy and Miss Cris. And we're here from recipes.crock.com cooking up another wonderful dish. Today is, well, I guess you would consider it breakfast because it's got eggs in it, but I would have this for lunch, I would have this for dinner, a midnight stack.
A midnight?
Fourth meal, second breakfast, thirdsies, whatever, because it is just that dang good. And this is also an opportunity for us to show you a new toy that we got. You can look at it and you're going to say, Mikey, that's the Ninja. You're right, it is. It's a new to us. It's brand new for us, slow cooker. It's a Ninja cooking system, kind of like the one that we've been using, except this one is not near as expensive because it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. You don't do the oven in it, you don't do things like that, but it's a slow cooker that still has the stovetop feature on it so that we can saute, fry, do things like that, kind of like what we're doing now. Do you hear that sizzle? That's not just our connections, baby. That is because we are making a casserole in this brand new slow cooker. And one thing that I thought was really cool about this new slow cooker is it comes with hand puppets. Look at that. Well, actually, they're mitts so that you can handle
They must have seen our videos where Mikey burns himself all the time. Just keep the eyeballs away from the food.
If you put eyeballs on there, hello, you get a cute little Mikey puppet with it.
Yes.
If you put little eyes on it. Now, here's the thing. Using this, I don't want to put plastic eyeballs in my brand new slow cooker, so I'll be taking those off now.
Yes.
But I was kind of thinking we should take a vote whether we should, you know, keep them on there or not.
Yeah.
And she said nay, but I thought the eyes had it.
No, I was on Amazon the other day looking because honestly our Ninja that we keep in the RV really got beaten up over the last 6 months. So I'm always looking at what the new multi-cookers are on there, and I don't know if this is new to the market or if I just now saw it. But I saw a less expensive browning slow cooker. Now this doesn't have the oven and a lot of those features, but I saw that and I was like, that comes in really handy because that brings the price point way down so that you can brown in the slow cooker. And so speaking of which, Mikey is sauteing using the stovetop feature. He's got 8 ounces of sliced mushroom, fresh sliced mushroom. He's got 1/4 of a cup of butter in there. That's what he's sauteing it in.
That's a half stick.
Yes, with 1/4 of a cup of chopped white onions and 1/2 cup of chopped peppers of your choice. If you like jalapenos, you can use jalapenos. If you want to use bell peppers, you can. We oftentimes use poblano or Anaheim because this is going to be kind of a smoky dish, and we really like that flavor.
Those Anaheims do, they give like a smoky pepper flavor, and one Anaheim pepper is about a half cup, at least the ones we were using are.
So now that he's got this sauteed, he's turned the Ninja off because we want it to cool, because we're going to pour eggs into this eventually. If you don't have a browning slow cooker, you could also cook all of these things, this first step, in a skillet on your stove.
I'm going to move this from the heat so it cools off a little quicker.
Exactly. So if you're doing this at home in your Ninja, grab some
oven mitts. Hand puppets.
My goodness, hand puppets, and remove it from the unit to cool it off in between while we mix up the eggs.
Yes.
So we're using our standard egg casserole base, which is 10 eggs beaten with 1.25 cups of heavy cream, which we're going to stir in. And then we also add to that a cup of shredded mozzarella. That helps it give this yummy, yummy consistency.
It's going to give it, you know how mozzarella, when it melts down, it gives a little chew to it. And also, it's going to hold everything together really well.
Yes, it really, really helps. So that's our base. And to that, you're going to add salt and pepper, which we will do. You can grab the pepper if you want.
I can't do much with it holding this camera.
Oh, that's true. Salt and pepper.
13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's for Alicia. And to that, we we also are going to add a tablespoon of cumin. If you are not a big fan of cumin, you can either leave it completely out.
Or if you're Cris, just dump the box in.
Or you can use a lot less, but this is going to flavor the entire casserole, a yummy smoky flavor.
With those Anaheim peppers, it's going to give it a good Southwest flavor.
Yes, we love it. So we're going to add that in. And I believe
it smells good already.
I am also missing my garlic. So I'm going to stir my garlic in too. Because you didn't put garlic in with those.
No,
guys.
ma'am.
No.
Right there.
So
I was letting you do all the hard work.
We're going to add garlic, and I'm just double checking. Yes, a tablespoon of garlic.
Plus or minus, depending on how much garlic you like.
Yes.
If you're a vampire, don't add any.
All right, so to this, we're going to then also add 6 slices of crisped crumbled bacon, and he's already whipped that up in the
Now,
food.
dude, here's what I want to do. I want you to hold this camera. I just saw this on the internets the other day. I want to show you something cool. So you know how like a lot of times your cutting board is bigger than your bowl?
Yes.
And as you're wiping stuff off, it goes off the sides? Check this out. You think that's just a handle, but if you go right there down the middle,
isn't that? It's a guide.
I am blown away at how it goes right in the bowl. I just thought that was the coolest thing. There's a little life hack for you in the kitchen. I wish I'd have thought of that and could take credit, but I can't. Whoever decided that was the way to go, you're a daggum genius.
Alrighty. And so we're just this is what he complains about, that I never keep the camera on the bowl.
You stir while you edit.
Yeah,
or
here you go.
You stir while you camera.
Well, hold this while I do
okay.
this. Then we are going to, the whole recipe calls for 10 slices of Havarti cheese. You can use other kinds of cheese if you want.
But we have already had this in our fridge, so what's what
we love Havarti because it gives a really creamy, cheesy kind of thing. So we're going to take 2 of these slices and just kind of crumble them up and kind of throw them throughout. And then save the last 8 slices to put on the top at the end. Oh, that was a big chunk. Oh, well.
I'll take that piece.
Yes.
I
Okay.
really like that cheese.
All right, so I think we've cooled off back there.
Okay.
Now, something you might consider...
Oh, I'm still going to use the hand puppets.
Good.
I started to grab it, not a good idea.
If you did not use the same pot that we're getting ready to pour eggs in to cook like if you used a skillet, you may want to go ahead and put a tablespoon of melted butter down in like a traditional slow cooker to kind of keep the eggs from sticking. But we're using a nonstick surface to begin with, and we've already got the butter, everything cooked in there is like nicely coated the pan. So we're not going to add more for this.
But if you did, we wouldn't judge
totally
you
wouldn't judge you.
Butter.
Okay, are you going to record? So he's just spread everything out nice and neat, and then I'm going to try not to destroy that and just pour over the top.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. That is going to be delicious.
Yes. Oh, there was that big chunk of cheese.
So looking forward to that.
Yep. Now, I personally like... Oh, I'm flinging stuff everywhere. I personally like everything kind of mixed in, so I'm going to kind of give it a little stir to knock those mushrooms up and throughout the eggs. Not going too...
Peppers and the onions.
Not going too much to any one side because I don't want it all piled up, but just kind of nicely stir it to get it all mixed in there. All right. Now, we are going to put this on high for 1 to 2 hours. If you're using a traditional slow cooker, it could take up to 3 hours depending on how hot your slow cooker cooks.
And make sure if you're using this model or anything where it's got the stovetop, make sure you're using high on slow cook and not high on stovetop.
Exactly.
Or else you're going to burn yourself and burn everything that you're cooking.
Don't want to do that.
So slow cook on high. I'll set it for 2 hours. We will check it in 1.
Yes.
And since this is already the unit's still kind of warmed up, it's probably going to be closer to 1 hour when it's done. So, put the lid on it, and we will see you back here in 3, 2, 1.
You didn't tell me you were going to clean it up.
I'm not this time.
This time.
And we are back, and for us, this took about 45 minutes in the new Ninja. I'd say part of that is definitely because I had just cooked your mushrooms and peppers and onions in there, so it was already hot. It didn't have to come up to temperature first. So we checked it out, and that is finished product as far as the eggs.
You know it's done when you shake the pot and the eggs,
middle don't jiggle.
Yeah, the eggs are solid.
I'm not done yet. My middle jiggles.
So what we're going to do now is we are just going to add 8 slices, and I'm going to try not to burn myself.
I saw you jump back here a little bit.
Yep, we're going to add 8 slices of Havarti cheese on top.
You could add American cheese, you could add mozzarella, you could do provolone, whatever kind of cheese is your favorite. We like the Havarti on top because it gives it a creamy flavor.
You can't really see it this way. And we're going to just pop this back over to high and let the cheese melt. Did I get up against the side there? Okay. So I just do this.
Just trying to cover it up.
Yep. I just want cheese all over it.
She likes things cheesy. Hence our marriage. Alright.
Maybe.
Almost. Okay, you're not redecorating a room. You're just trying to put some cheese on
Oh,
there.
hush.
Alright, so lid goes back on. And how long do you say it would be for?
It'll probably take maybe 5 minutes to melt.
Yeah, right in the middle. I can already see it starting to melt there.
It's just, you just want to get it cheesy.
So we're going to get the cheese melted and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And we let that go for about 5-6 minutes and that cheese should have melted down just fine. And look at that. Look at them bubbles. See them bubbles? That is a good thing. Oh man.
So
that
now,
smells really, really, really
all
good.
we're going to do is divide it. This makes 8 portions, or if you were doing this for a potluck, people could definitely eat smaller portions because if they're going to eat. But if this is just for breakfast, that's what we're going to do. So I always go half, 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 half.
And notice how she's doing that with a wooden spoon and or a wooden spatula and not with anything metal because that is a non-stick surface. And as I've learned, you don't want to touch that with metal.
You can see how ooey gooey the cheese is.
Yeah, that is very ooey, very gooey.
So, the first piece is always the most difficult.
It's always, ow!
Oopsie.
It's hot, by the way.
You should have been wearing your new mitts.
You know what?
What?
You take too long. I'm hungry. Oh, look at that. You got a mushroom right there. Definitely happy to get some of those mushrooms. And I spent like a little time on those mushrooms. I browned the butter, made sure and sauteed the mushrooms before I put everything in because I really like a good flavor mushroom. Ooh, that is super cheesy.
I will tell you though, this is one of those egg casseroles that has quite a bit of a different flavor than your traditional egg casserole. And that's one of the reasons I love it because it kind of switches up the egg casseroles for breakfast.
Let's try this out.
What do you think? I love that smoky flavor. It's like a really good omelet.
The mushrooms give it that earthy flavor. So do those peppers. The peppers also give it, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. There's a pepper flavor. Now those, not Havana,
The Anaheim?
Anaheim, that's where it is. Not, yeah, we didn't get these from Cuba. We got them from California. The Anaheim peppers don't have a lot of heat in them, but they have a little. I made sure and took all the seeds out of the peppers before I diced them up. If you want some heat, you know, I guess, I mean, you could...
You could use jalapeno if you want to.
Yeah, you could use jalapeno. If you're really crazy, you could use habanero.
But I'm
if you have
telling
a death wish, you know, you can use the scorpion pepper.
the cumin is like the star of the show.
The cumin and those peppers give it that smoky flavor. That, and also you got the smokiness from that bacon too. So it's really smoky. It's got a dark flavor to it. Very savory. I don't think it needs any more salt.
Oh no. That's real good. This
Big hot bite.
one of those perfect egg casseroles that would be really good at a brunch because it does have like a more lunch type taste to it.
From a guy's point of view, that'd go really good with a glass of orange juice. That'd go really good with a beer. To be honest, that is really good.
It was good. Very good.
Hey,
I'm excited that we have that for all week now for breakfast. You can just reheat up a slice at a time in the microwave.
Yeah, we're gonna have that all week. That's gonna be gone by tomorrow morning. It's just that
Are we
good.
back to that now?
Maybe. Hey, if you like what you're seeing here, give us a thumbs up. If you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, click the little subscribe button right below this video. And if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, and oh, you do, what do?
You click the
The
ding-a-ling.
little bitty bell next to it is the ding-a-ling. You click it and we tell you when we got up a new video. But whatever you do, laugh often
Eat good food.
and speak life.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
Hey.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the